Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
There's this famous kind of like writer's inspirational little story that people tell each other that maybe you've heard before. It's how people will talk about how hard it is to get your book published and how J.K. Rowling submitted Harry Potter to like hundreds of different publishers before it was accepted. And she went so broke during the time she was writing Harry Potter that she actually wrote a few chapters of it on Starbucks napkins. And that story is total bullshit. It totally upsets me that I ever at one point in my life believe it was real. And I've been thinking through it like, hey, you know what people who are so desperately poor that they can't afford paper and have to write on napkins do? They go to Starbucks every single day. So I was just thinking about like how it's kind of like poor chic. How like, oh yeah, all I could do is, of course I got my morning Starbies and then I just sit there for hours because I didn't have a job. Man, I was so poor. Like it's just such a bullshit story from a now even more bullshit lady. Yeah. So
that sounds like how boomers, that's how boomers explain the housing prices these days. Like you'd be able to afford one if you weren't trying to write your wizard novel at a Starbucks every day.
Wait, so I've heard that story differently though. I heard that she was so
probably because it's bullshit. As we just
Well, no, but I heard she was so
joking.
passionate about the story. She was sitting in a coffee shop and it came to her and she started writing it down.
So
on a napkin. That's what I heard.
That's kind of where this bit originally came to me because I was thinking about like
what's so inspiring about Harry
didn't
Potter
wait for
that you're like,
consent
I
at
have to
all.
write this down on a napkin. Like little boy almost dies, scar on head. Wizards, that's original. Wizards, has anyone done
one of them's gay, and I won't tell anyone. and one of them, he's a slave, but he likes it. And then one of them, she's a girl, but she's smart. I was thinking about how in my writing, I wish I could have that moment that you described, Megan. I wish I could have that feeling so passionate. But it's like, oh shit, I gotta find some paper. I gotta find out how to record this. But modern technology has deprived us of that. I know where I'm
There's never a
recording
panic. There's never,
everything.
where's a pen?
And I
Well,
guess
it's not like she had a laptop. It was the 90s.
yeah, well, that's exactly
what
it.
he's saying.
Is that
Oh,
now
yeah.
I have my phone.
Right.
So all of my, like some of my peers in stand-up comedy, that's a stretch, but some of my peers in stand-up comedy will take their little journals up onto stage.
That was so funny. Oh my God, continue. Holy shit.
I'm gonna listen to my peers and not step on my laughter on that one. But I'll see some of these folks go up and they've got all their jokes written down in a little journal. And I hate that because whenever my journal is it's not because I don't like that. I love the idea of being like, this is my journal and it's my most I love my journal. Like I love the idea of being like that, but I'm not, because whenever I come up with an idea, I don't think like, oh, let's go find let's put down the recording device I'm holding and go find the old journal. Like whenever I bring a journal up onto stage, it's totally a prop. I've memorized everything I'm going to say. Maybe I'll glance at it. I wish I relied on like a journal and like little scraps of paper. Like I just had a moment and I'd be like, this will have to do. But
this is so embarrassing. I thought I was cool and clever, and I was like, you guys look like dorks with your notepads up there. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get one of those quarterback play-by-play notepads that's like strapped to your arm, Julian. And I wrote my jokes on that, and I went up there, and I felt like a fucking loser immediately. I looked down at it. I was like, oh, let me remember my joke. Like, aren't I a hipster? I was like, I'm different. You know, I'm smart. I'm not going to hold my notepad. And I used it once. And then I was like, dude, what the fuck did I put this thing on for?
That's so funny. I remember when you
horrible.
bought it. You were so proud.
I thought it was a great idea.
This is so cool, Megan. Look at this thing I got. Look at all. Oh, and I got my jokes and it's so easy. And I'm like, woo.
I thought it was a great idea.
I like the idea of all the
such a
comedians
fucking
welcoming
dork,
you
dude.
off stage. Like, so what's the play, coach? Like,
Oh my god, it's so bad.
I think it's adorable.
No, that's funny. I do like that.
Fucking hell!
See, Zach,
I bought 2 of them because I was like,
Yes.
oh, I don't want it to get gross.
I feel as though you have a much better ability to like laugh at yourself, because me, I would come up with, it's not like, maybe I would think about that. I'd never reflect on that. I'd just be like, nope, that was a failure. like move on. That's not who I'm not a failure. So like, let's forget that as quickly as possible.
I
Like,
felt like it was my Buzz Lightyear. It had like a flap, so it was like when Buzz Lightyear to store command. Except it was like, Zach can't remember his jokes. Let me check
do
my
a little
wrist.
flick open that he just.
And the worst, dude, it was like having a pair of Skechers eyes. It was Velcro. So it was like dead silence.
The worst part is, and that's how I fucked your mother.
Oh my god,
That
I'm
thing
cringing
be
so hard.
stepping on your laughs, dog. That's
Oh my god. Well, yeah, if there were laughs.
yeah. Well, I mean, surely there were.
No.
Maybe
I
that's why you
literally-
can reflect.
I
It was so
felt the
it's so long
insecurity
ago.
immediately because there was a specific word that I was having a hard time pronouncing, and I looked at it. Oh my god! I looked at the word and mispronounced it, and then corrected myself, and then said, "Oh man, that's the only reason I wore this thing was to remember how to pronounce that word." Dead silence, and then I just moved on. It was horrible. I got off. I immediately ripped it off. Oh my god! I'm so
I like
embarrassed.
the idea that you're
I was like,
like
fuck
a
this thing.
kid who just found out that like the tooth fairy is alive. Or like, have you seen that clip? This might almost be worth it. Where it's
Oh my
like Patchy
God.
the pirate, and he's like, where he sees the lost SpongeBob episode, and he's so disappointed that he throws away all of his SpongeBob merchandise. That was you after that set. You were like, I hate SpongeBob. They ruined all of it. All of it ruined.
Yeah, I got upset like it was the problem. I was like, this is why no one laughed.
You.
This is the first
you
scene.
You made everyone hate me. Yeah, keep going, Megan.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, in the
God.
movie about Zachary,
I was
this
just-
would be the first scene.
It's just me throwing it
Yeah.
away and then
the
never
sad
doing it again.
music plays.
6 months later.
That's
Fuck.
That's Chekhov's coach
No.
play recording system right there. It means
Oh,
you're gonna use it again in the third act. You're gonna be like up on stage, sweating. You've only gotten 35 out of your tight 40 memorized, and then from the
Second.
distance.
Yeah, like, hey, CenturyLink Field is that way. Oh man. You have anything to crucify yourself with?
I'm sure I would if I.
That's fine. I can just keep going.
He's like, oh, I would if I wasn't so perfect
Oh,
on
if I didn't
stage.
do
Oh no, this fits in great. So earlier, sometimes I'll like start a story and then I won't actually finish it, and then we'll just move on and we never go back to it. And I told my coworker about a funny thing that I was gonna say on this show. Earlier, like a long time ago, we were talking about just like embarrassing things that we've done.
Yeah.
And I never got around to saying mine. I think you guys will get a fucking kick out of this. Our freshman year of high school, Julian ran for class president and I ran for vice president. And before the in the middle of the votes casting, Miss Yob, the lady who was in charge of all of it, came up and she was like, hey, so what if one of you wins and one of you loses? And then Julie and I looked at each other and we're like, we're fucked. One of us, like her asking that, we were like, oh, one of us got fucking boned.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I was vice president sophomore year of high school, and our school has like a main cafeteria area.
We should have ran you as the president. I was the fucking Hillary Clinton of our school. I did awful.
So we had like a cafeteria and then a staircase that goes up, and there's kind of a balcony that goes out. And at the end of the school day, everyone kind of leaves through that main common room cafeteria. And about halfway through our sophomore year, after like I had been like going to the ASB meetings, having the class and all that, I was really enjoying like the aspect of being a representative of like my sophomore class. And I went out onto the balcony and I was watching everyone leave to go home at the end of the day. And I sincerely in my head thought, these are my people.
Oh God.
I'm sure I could think of one like that. I say shit. That's why I block
these
it out.
are my people.
That's where I cringe.
Oh
Is
my.
no. But that's what I hate about myself, man. So I'm not gonna let you suffer alone. I just need to conjure one.
Dude. I remember I was like proud of myself. I was like, I've been chosen. I was chosen from the field of my peers.
And you say you didn't peak in high school.
That's not true. I actively.
Like we said, this show should be called Peaks.
We'd be like, remember in high school?
Remember in high
That's
school?
honestly very scary.
Do you remember when it was us and Pooh
What a
Crafter?
weird thing you did.
Those were the best days of our lives, man.
Did you immediately slap yourself in the face?
No, it was real. I felt it in my soul.
weird.
I was proud. I was like, I am doing a good job representing my class, and I'm watching my people. I was like a shepherd, and my sheep were going out to pasture. I was like, go
that's
home.
how
and enjoy
Donald
your
Trump
life.
feels every day.
Zach, so not to give yourself too much of ego, but you were kind of like Christ our Lord watching over his flock, is
Exactly.
what you would say. Yeah, that's how I would think of it too.
That's exactly how I would also describe being a sophomore class representative.
All right, and then Julian
Not
was
even
on
the president, the vice president. I was the Kamala Harris, and I was like, they chose me.
So weird.
I can't wait till my Kamala mug gets here. It's been shipped. It's in the mail, bro. I'm gonna be rocking that Kamala Harris rainbow suit jacket mug. I'm gonna kill it, bro.
I'm trying to think of I'm just trying to think of like the story for this, right? This will come up with some fucking material. So when I was in freshman year, I just gotten out of middle school, just learning about how cool swords were. And I thought it might be a really quirky, funny character trait if I were to carry around a bouquet of 12 black roses with me to school for like 3 months. And girls would come up to me and ask me for a rose. And I would give, not in flocks, very individually on very select days. I gave out a couple of these roses, and that's why I'm stalling for a story. I think you just need to imagine me walking around in a suit with like a bright checkered fucking collared shirt on, carrying around these like 12 black roses to hopefully woo the heart of some goth queen.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember? That's why I'm trying
What
to.
year was this?
Freshman year. That's
Oh,
why
okay,
I
that's
didn't
why.
win the race to be president, because they were like, "Oh, Rose's kid? No fucking way."
That's really sad.
Dude, you were
So
just doing
sorry.
anything to get pussy. You're carrying around
That-
black roses. You got really into swords.
I had one thing. I started telling jokes too. Well, none of those things work.
It's like an anime character or something. I would have avoided you.
I
like
didn't
the
watch anime.
plague.
That's my one redeeming grace, is that I didn't watch
Yeah,
anime.
you looked like you did.
Well,
Julian,
I
based on
didn't.
that description.
I like Star Wars and Halo and sports. I just can't name any of them right now.
This is my version. Like I hate you for that, because I see like I could tell my embarrassing story, and I'm like, oh,
Because you wanted to get pussy too. Who didn't? So you just went about it in a more reserved way.
It
Yeah,
sounds
I just
like-
got real good at talking.
It sounds like Zachary just wanted to shepherd his flock. He wasn't
I
looking for
wasn't
pussy.
looking for pussy.
Well, he was trying.
Hey, listen, if pussy came, but I was worried about the masses. I wasn't.
He was looking out for his
my
people.
man was shepherding a couple of babes right onto that shaft.
Okay, we're not talking about this.
Oh.
I was worried about my people, That's what was important.
Here, I did something embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, you go for it.
When I moved schools in the middle of my sophomore year,
Yeah.
I cut all my hair off, and I got in a lot of trouble. But I also wore glasses that I didn't need, and I couldn't see. I couldn't see the board. So
Wait, like wore like prescription glasses that
That
you had gotten from
I
someone?
found them.
Oh Jesus!
Like you're
On
in
the
a
ground
Ramona
park.
and Jesus novel?
Megan's notorious for finding like shit on the floor in a park and being
And
like, "Ooh,
I
free
was
clothes."
like, you know what? I need a total makeover. So I got my hair cut really short. I got in a lot of trouble for that. That's a whole nother story. But I wore glasses to school every day, and then I'd take them off when I got on the bus so no one would see. And if anyone ever asked me, I would say, these are not prescription. Like, that made it okay. But yeah, I literally almost failed my history class because I couldn't
Hey,
see.
nice glasses. They aren't prescription.
I was very specific. I was like, these aren't, I just wear glasses.
I don't think I always get headaches from wearing glasses when I'm not
Oh
supposed to wear
yeah,
glasses.
I got headaches all the time. I could not see. I didn't talk to anyone
and you just took the
for the
headaches.
whole rest of sophomore year.
You sound like the kind of girl that Julian was trying to swoon.
I was reading.
You guys were both just
my
not
books.
being yourselves. Julian was walking around with roses
Wow,
and
yeah.
yes,
swords.
glasses. Perhaps a maiden of my caliber has
I was-
finally arrived.
I was mentally unwell. All right, so yeah, I would have probably been very easy to persuade.
In hindsight, so was
Oh,
Julian.
believe me. Believe me, you haven't seen how difficult it can be to persuade someone until you've met old Mr. Roses over here. It's very difficult. I was not good at
I like the
it.
idea of Julian walking
Also,
down the
you shouldn't
oh my
have to
God.
persuade anyone. But okay, keep going.
I love the idea of Julian walking down the hallway and then as a woman passes being like, don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Like that's your line, bro. that might work, bro.
Excuse me,
That might
madam.
work.
Going somewhere?
Oh man. That is dark, dude. That's a dark
See,
thought.
the more you like that, now I'm honestly,
man.
you're saying like that might work. I'm like, yeah, you know, if you just,
You're
if
like,
you
it didn't.
it did not. If you had it in you to carry around a dozen roses a day and give out a dozen roses a day, I guarantee you'd fuck more.
No, I mean that
just
line.
because you're getting
I'm
out, you're
talking
just,
about the
you're
roses,
just
I mean
getting
that
your
line.
numbers up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
No, that line
That
is
line is fucking
that's like
sick, bro.
I want to sniff your pussy. Is what
Roses
that
are
line
red,
says to
violets
me.
are blue. I just took a blue choo-choo.
Which brings us, that's a great time to bring up the sponsor for today's episode, our own childhood embarrassment. It keeps us doing this. We cannot have peaked when we were younger. We're still going strong. So,
Dude, we're still recovering like a... Never mind, that's dumb. I was thinking about how hard pivot. Hard. The
I'm trying to
hardest
think of something
pivots.
more embarrassing
Dude,
for myself.
I'm
Like
about
that-
to Vin Diesel this conversation.
Wait, I
Just-
have one more thing.
Okay, go.
So when Sad Glasses Megan was being sad in Glasses Megan, a boy wrote me into his Star Wars fan fiction to try to get into my pants. It did not work.
Wow, did you ever
I
try doing
still
that?
have it. I still have the
that
fan
doesn't
fiction.
work.
Is it on hand or is it like buried?
It's buried,
No.
but I
you
could
say-
bring it for a different time.
But that's because he wasn't a very good writer, right?
was-
like
it
he's
was-
still like Star Wars fan fiction. That wasn't like
Well,
inherently
that's be-
unappealing,
that's
or anything, right? That was because
not
he
the
wasn't.
writing. It was the whole thing.
That,
Oh,
that's because you could
it
tell
was?
by his writing that he didn't know enough about swords, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
why.
that's
if,
exactly
the sword
it,
fighting was
right?
more accurate.
That's exactly he was like clang, and you're like, oh, that's not the sound fucking
But he-
swords make. And then you just dried up because you need swords.
But Megan, how many roses did he have?
None. So
I
that's
thought
gotta be why.
so.
Yeah, but he printed it out and brought it to me. Like
Yeah.
he didn't really talk to me that
Comic
much.
Sans?
And was like, hey,
Yeah, what font did he choose to shoot his shot? Did he
Was it
double
Chiller?
space that
I fucking
bitch?
love Chiller.
I
You
Oh
didn't
know
my
have-
Chiller?
god, if it was Chiller, I'd write
Y'all,
like
y'all fuck with Chiller?
that's the perfect thing for Black Roses, Julian. It's just
Oh, yeah?
when you leave, my heart feels as cold as this font. Chiller.
I don't remember. I think it was just Times New Roman.
Chiller is way funnier than Comic Sans. Like when I just
Yeah,
think-
honestly, Julian, I'm stoked that you know what Chiller is.
I know what Chiller is.
we all know what we're all fucking chill here, but it's like, it's just like think of a sentence and then write it out in chiller in your head and then read that sentence.
And for those of you who don't know what chiller is, it's like if the entire alphabet was just the P from Harry Potter, where it's like kind of jagged.
On, you won't put out one chiller caption, or like you won't caption the next 20 seconds of this video with chiller.
I just like being creative and trying
Will you
to do
please
it verbally.
caption all our shorts in chiller and see if that does anything for the algorithm?
I don't think Opus Clip has chiller, dog.
I like the idea that someone's inventing this font and they're like, whew, it's kind of scary. What should I call it?
Kevin's Chili? Kevin's Chiller? Oh, man. All right, you ready for me to
Is
hard
there
pivot?
a ghost in the room? So, yes.
So I was thinking about how you can never really read people's minds. Never mind, it's a bat. I'm gonna restart the sentence. I was thinking about how whenever someone asks you if you have to go to the bathroom, you kind of do like you check your asshole, you check your bladder. Like if I were to ask you, hey, do you have to take a shit? You check your anus.
Yes. Yeah. No, I get that.
And
I just did.
You did. I saw it in your eyes, dude. I saw you dash down. You checked your anus, and then you were like, no.
What the fuck is this topic of conversation?
You don't do that? I don't know. I'm just thinking
what are you
like,
talking
like
about?
you can never read someone's mind, but you can force them to check their asshole. Like go up to any stranger, say, hey, you have to take a shit.
Who would do that? Though?
Me, I guess.
What
I don't know.
the fuck is wrong with
Zach,
you?
that's very, very funny to me.
You can make any stranger check their anus, bro. Just go up and ask if they have to take a shit.
What is happening to your brain? There is something really wrong with you. I swear to God.
So, Megan, do you
Julian thinks
do you
it's
know
funny.
how it feels when you have to go pee?
No, I understand the concept of what he's saying. I'm saying, why did that come across his brain and then he's now spoken it aloud?
You know what's wild? That's been on the whiteboard for like a month.
Is that what that means?
It's been on. Yeah, we all check our blanks.
Oh my
Asshole.
God.
I couldn't write asshole though because I
I
gave
was
the game
close
away.
with penis, though.
You were? Kinda.
I thought penis was just a guess. I thought this was going to be like another button story or something like that.
No.
Just what a weird
That's like
thought.
too good to follow up on. No, Megan and I have totally different reactions.
I don't like it.
This is like Zach and I just Zach's like, fuck it, I'll do the voice. And I'm like, this is like that with Megan and I, where this time I'm you though. I'm fully on
You're
board.
on board, bro.
I'm on the Zach train for that joke. That's
Oh man. I wonder, dude, we just made like
But you
two
can
people.
force
We made
someone
like
to
3
check their
people
ass.
check their anus.
Oh my God. That's what I'm really getting off on right now though, is that like
fuck?
Poo Crafter checked his anus, you know?
Yeah,
That's
Poo Crafter
like
checked his
hot.
anus for poo.
Does he still watch?
Yeah, he
comments.
comments.
He
and
watches enough to comment.
He watches enough to comment about something that happened during like I don't know if this is like if he just wants to be nice to us and he's commenting like how you participate in like a class discussion where you're like, okay,
feels obligated.
Julian did accents. He just writes a comment about that, but I think he does watch. I don't want to toot my
Someone
own horn.
watches. I can look at the stats.
Fucking me.
Someone watches
who
the whole
else?
thing. Like
Wait, like one person watches the whole thing? Because dog, I'm sorry.
No, like 5 or 6.
Okay.
The whole thing. I don't know who you are. God bless your souls.
Is it just you when
No.
you put it on your screen?
No, when I do that, the number goes up.
Oh.
Honestly, I tricked myself. I was like, hey, let's have 5 YouTube accounts watch the whole thing and see if it like helps it or not. And I tricked I was like, ooh, that's a big number. And I was like, oh wait, no, it was like half of that's me. I forgot.
Well, you should hook them up to different VPNs.
It
So that's
doesn't
how
matter.
they
No,
do
it counts. It's different YouTube accounts.
No, it does. No, different from the same IP. It'll just void them in the algorithm. If it detects too much info coming from the same IP address, it'll avoid it.
When you say void, you mean get rid of the views?
It'll not necessarily get rid of the views, but it will say, oh, this is fake data, so it shouldn't influence the algorithm, and it will stop boosting you as if it would if you got more I
You
know
don't know
that they
that.
have I've looked.
What?
No one
Why?
knows anything about the algorithm.
Because what he just said, no one
Zach,
knows.
he
might be right,
This
but
is
you don't know
like
that.
you're just trying to like
You're
have a
speaking
couple
way
more
too
happy
confidently.
moments. You're just trying
You're
to have a
speaking
couple more
way too
happy
confident. No,
moments.
you're doing that thing where you're talking like you know, but you don't.
Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's just see how it goes. Can we try out my chiller idea at least? Can we throw that into the mix?
Yeah, can we try the chiller? I think.
Can we please try? And the thing is, only if Pooh Crafter watches till minute 24, like if that, we will. No one will get this.
Actually,
that
this
will
will be
be
fun.
truly just for us.
Can we have strong criticism, please?
Oh.
I would love Pooh Crafter. Can you
Oh my
genuinely
God.
critique us? I would love this. Either in the comments or email me, whatever you want. If it's gonna be a long document, email me like a Google Doc.
I have
That'd be
no
fucking
idea
awesome.
how I've done on this fucking thing any individual night, Pooh Crafter. So I would
Pooh Crafter. No, here's the thing.
genuinely really appreciate that. Or anyone, quite frankly, but there is a direct. It would be funny if we just start calling all of our fans Pooh Crafters.
Dude, Pooh Crafters? Dude, that's gonna become the term.
Pooh Crafters.
We're- We're getting way too excited about
fans that we don't have yet, yes. But
we're like, hey, you know what's gonna be great?
okay, all my fellow Pooh Crafters, that's way better than Chuckleheads.
Yeah,
fellow Pooh Crafters.
Fuck yeah,
because
bro.
you're making your life shit by watching our content.
Because I'm the real Pooh Crafter. Yes, I'm the real Pooh Crafter. All you other Pooh Crafters are just Pooh Crafters. So won't the real Pooh Crafter please stand up? Please stand up. Okay.
Yeah,
but
try to cancel that, Gen Z.
Genuinely.
Good luck.
Send me a document and we'll review it on the show. The photos are tough. The photos are very time consuming. Please send a document critiquing us and we'll review. I assure you, whatever you put on that document will be read into this microphone.
If you include timestamps, he'll even edit the timestamp.
No, we can pull them
into
up.
the video.
We'll pull it up. We'll pull it up.
And we'll react to
This will be so much
anything,
fun.
Our lowest moments.
Oh, this would be
please.
so much fun.
From Chucklehead or Toe.
Yo,
Either one.
Yeah, I hope you didn't have plans this weekend.
Yeah. What do you have, a job?
Well, he won't see this for a while.
Yeah, I know. That's
That's
fine.
true.
We're
I hope
planting,
you
we're
didn't
planting
have
seeds.
plans this August, Pooh Crafter, because guess what? It is August right now, and we need your help.
Pooh Crafter, you're my only hope.
Oh, is that what he put into the fan fiction, Megan?
Honestly, I don't remember.
He's just like, help me, Megan, last name omitted. You're my only hope.
All right, guys, I am really hungry. I desperately want a mod pizza.
Oh, it's mod. Okay,
I don't really want to do Pagliacci.
I thought you were gonna do Jimmy John's.
Let's do a Megan. Nah, dude, they don't
not from real
deliver here.
life. I'm just saying, like, canonically on the show. I thought you were gonna.
I think
order Jimmy
Sunday I'm gonna
John's.
either get my own hoagies or I'm gonna. I've been protecting my Sunday. I need to sleep. I haven't slept in so long. We'll talk about this later on a different episode. But I am so looking forward to just not waking up to an alarm on Sunday.
I am going
Good
to
Lord.
visit you at Jimmy John's sometime as a surprise.
You know, it'd be great. What if I just started making a community post every time I'm at Jimmy? That'd be so sad, and also I don't like it.
Zach,
That makes me feel very unsafe.
No.
I feel incredibly unsafe with that idea. I regret even saying that.
No, that sounds so funny to me because it sounds like a
Meet
lot
your
of
hero.
I follow this
Meet and greet at the Jimmy John's on 85th every Sunday in Kirkland, Washington.
I will sign your sandwich. I think that we could do it.
Do what?
I
Do a
think
meet
so.
and greet
I
at the
think
Jimmy
about
John's,
all
bro?
these I'll watch some of these
Pooh
YouTubers. and
Crafter's
again,
gonna take a photo of us from a distance and just email it. That'd be so creepy.
Would be really creepy.
Oh my god, I love this Pooh. We
You know
just do we have so much head lore about Pooh Crafter in our heads? We're like, he's a
oh
sociopath.
man, I have a lot of head lore about Pooh Crafter.
I mean, just look at his handwriting.
Okay, Megan. Okay,
He's all we have. Let's chill.
let's not.
Yo, Megan, chill.
What is that? What does that mean?
Chill?
I was trying to think of
Why are you
something with
saying it like
handwriting
that?
and
Chiller?
chiller. I was trying to think
Oh,
of chiller.
chiller.
Yeah, it's-
All right, let's wrap this up. I'm hungry. I'm out.
Okay.
Julian, you can say whatever you want.
All right, the other end of the candle. Candles coming up. Chiller font. Activate. Don't end it with activate. That was horrible.
Say something else.
Pooh
then.
Crafter. No, wait, but if I say something else that activate still makes it in. Oh, fuck.
You want
None
me
of
to
this is
just
good.
Stop.
Maybe if you just stopped, that would be best for everyone, yeah.
Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. And we all going together.